Have you ever looked at your favorite app and just wondered, how does that actually work? Or how can a computer do these incredible things with just a few clicks? Well, you're about to find out. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the world of programming and show you exactly how you can start building some seriously cool skills yourself. Let's jump in.
So let's start with the most basic question of all. We use these machines for everything, right? But how do we actually talk to them? How do we give them orders to do anything, from calculating a number to launching a rocket?
I mean, look at a calculation like this. You and I, we'd need a calculator. It would take a minute. But a computer, it's done. Instantly. That's their superpower. Unbelievable speed. But here's the thing. For all that power, computers can't actually think for themselves. They're just sitting there, waiting for one thing: instructions from us.
And that, right there, is what programming is all about. It's just the act of giving a computer a really clear, step-by-step to-do list. It's less of a scary, technical thing and more like learning a new way to communicate.
This slide really nails the idea. Think about it. We use languages like English or Spanish to talk to each other. Well, we use programming languages like Python or Java to talk to computers. They've both got their own grammar and rules, but the goal is exactly the same: getting your point across.
Okay, so there are a ton of programming languages out there. Where in the world do you begin? Well, we're going to focus on one language that has become a massive favorite for beginners and pros. It's time to meet Python.
So, what's Python's secret? It was literally designed to be easy to read. A lot of the code you'll write in Python looks a lot like plain English. And that's huge, because it means you spend way less time fighting with confusing symbols and more time actually bringing your ideas to life.
And you know, this isn't some new fad. Python has been around for a while. Work started way back in 1989, so it's grown and evolved into this incredibly stable, powerful tool that's used by developers all over the world.
And here's a little fun fact for you that just shows you the vibe of the language. It's not named after a snake. The creator, Guido van Rossum, was a huge fan of the British comedy group Monty Python. He picked the name because he wanted the language to feel fun and not so serious.
Now, being easy to learn is awesome, but that's really only half the story. The real reason Python is so powerful is because it's also unbelievably powerful. So let's take a look at what gives it its real-world superpowers.
Okay, on a technical level, these are the big ones. We already talked about its simple syntax, but it's also open source, it's platform independent, and it has massive library support. I know, that probably sounds like a bunch of jargon, right? So let's talk about what this stuff actually means for you.
Let's translate that. Simple syntax, that means you start building things faster. Open source, that means it's totally free for you to use, no hidden costs. Platform independent, you can write your code on a Mac and it'll run on a Windows PC no problem. And this last one, it's a game changer. That huge library support means there's tons of pre-written code out there you can use. You're literally standing on the shoulders of giants.
And this combo of being easy and powerful isn't just a nice idea. It's the reason Python is the engine running behind some of the biggest and most important apps and websites in the world.
And just look at the kind of stuff you can build with it. We're talking about data science, the stuff that powers AI and machine learning. You can build entire web applications, manage huge databases. Python is the one tool that connects all of these cutting-edge fields.
Okay, so you've seen what Python is, you've seen what it can do. I hope you're feeling a little excited, because here's the best part. You can get started right now, like in the next minute, without any complicated setup. Let's break down how easy it is.
See, in the past, you'd have to download a bunch of tools and configure them on your computer, which can be kind of tricky. But today, there's a much, much easier way. You can use a browser-based tool, like a website called Replit, where you can write and run code right there. There's absolutely nothing to install.
Honestly, this is a huge deal for anyone who's just starting out. It gets rid of all the boring technical hurdles. It doesn't matter if you have a brand new laptop or an old clunker. If you have a web browser, you have everything you need to start programming in Python.
It is literally this simple. You open your browser, you go to the website, and boom, you have a full coding setup waiting for you. You can write and run your very first line of code in under 60 seconds. So there you have it. We started by asking how to talk to a computer, and now you have a clear path to actually doing it yourself. The tools are free, the language is friendly, and what you can build is pretty much limitless. So the only real question left is the one right there on your screen. Your journey starts now. What will you create?